welcome to Books, Curls, and Crafting, which are three of my favorite things. My name is Sherelle, but pretty much everyone calls me Rel, and today is such a beautiful day in New Jersey. It's about 70 degrees outside, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, so it's the perfect day to record. And I'm going to start off today, as per usual, with books. So the book that I'm currently reading, and I'm pretty much almost done with it. If I could just stay awake, I start reading it and then I fall asleep because it's just been so crazy the last few weeks with the kids and their school and all the activities and things. But this one is called A Dream So Dark. So this is book 2 in the series by L.L. McKinney, and this is book 1. So A Blade So Black and A Dream So Dark. So this is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland. I believe I mentioned it in maybe the last episode of Books, Curls, and Crafting, but it's a retelling of Alice in Wonderland in which there is a curly girl as the main character. This book is jam-packed with action. There's a lot of fighting. There's awesome world building in this story. If you like action, if you like fight scenes that are intense and gory, and you like mystical fantasy worlds, this is the perfect book for you. I'm almost done. I will say that I liked book 1 better, but I think that's because I always like book 1 better in pretty much every series that I ever read ever. But it's an awesome series. L.L. McKinney did an awesome job with this story. Highly recommend book 1 and book 2. So upcoming books that I'm going to be reading soon. These are all library books coming up. So this one is called The Good House, and this is by Tananarive, who is one of my all-time favorite authors. She is amazing. So the first book I read by her was My Soul to Keep, and it was book 1 in a series of 4 books, and there were like these immortals. So they weren't necessarily vampires, but they were immortals. And I mean, if you haven't heard of that, look up Tananarive and look up My Soul to Keep. Read all of those stories. You're gonna love it. This one is a suspenseful supernatural story, so I'm sure it's gonna have all type of ghosts and everything all up in this house. It's called The Good House, so I'm pretty sure this house is not good. I can't wait to get into this one. I think it's going to be amazing. But Tananarive, she's always exceeded my expectations on her story. So she's an awesome author. So the next library book is called Maybe in Another Life. So this one is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And if you remember, maybe like 4 or 5 episodes ago, I read a book called The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and that's by the same author. So she's really good. It's fiction, but it's not my typical type of fiction that I would read, because I typically would read more sci-fi, fantasy type. This is more realistic type of fiction. But anyway, I anticipate that this is going to be good if it's anything like The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And then the last book on my list of books to read is this one, The Poet X. And this one is by Elizabeth Acevedo. And this is more on the young adult spectrum of books. And you guys know I love to read some young adult books. I can't wait to get into this one. But these are the ones that I plan on reading the next couple of weeks. So we're going to move along to curls. So right now my hair is in a twist out. And these are the products that I use. So I have Mielle Organics, and this is the pomegranate and honey line, pomegranate and honey line, and this is the curl smoothie, and this one is the twisting souffle. So I have both of these in my hair. Let me go ahead and catch up with my notes. So like I said before, my hair is in a twist out and it's pulled back using a puff cuff. Now that the weather is changing, there's a few things that I want to incorporate in my hair routine. I want to make sure that I'm doing them to keep my hair as moisturized as possible. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that I deep condition my hair once a week. And I've been using TGIN, and this is the Honey Miracle Hair Mask. This stuff is really awesome and it smells so good. So it's made with raw honey and olive oil, and it's an intense, deep penetrating conditioner for dry, damaged, or color treated hair. There's no parabens, sulfates, or phthalates, and it has a whole list of all these other things that it doesn't have in it. It's just all natural ingredients, and this stuff is amazing. So I purchased this at Target, and it's the deep conditioner I've been using, I'd say, for like the past, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 months. The other thing that I've been trying to do is make sure that when I wash my hair that I'm cleansing my hair with the detoxifying clay cleanser from Wonder Curl, and this I got off the Wonder Curl website. If you're interested in making a purchase of any of the Wonder Curl products, you could use my coupon code. I'll make sure that I put the website as well as my coupon code in the description box so you can give it a try. And the awesome thing about Wonder Curl is that they have these big containers. So this one is an 8 ounce, but then they also have the small travel size or sample sizes, so you can give it a try to see if it's something that you would like before making a commitment of a larger container. But I will say that if you try the detoxifying clay cleanser, you're gonna love it because it gets your hair squeaky clean. And the nice thing about this too is that it has great slip. And by that I mean that if I put it in my hair, it makes it a lot easier for me to detangle my curls in one step. So you have a conditioner, a detangler, and a cleanser all in one product. So like I was saying before, I'll make sure that I put the website as well as the coupon code in the description box so that you can check it out for yourself. And the other thing that I wanted to point out is that my hair is pulled back. So it's a twist out, but it's pulled back using a puff cuff. And this is the size that I'm using. This is the Puff Cuff Original. And if you want to try this clamp, which is awesome if you don't like your hair to get caught in a clamp or tangled up, you can give it a try by going to the website. I'll put in the description box, and I'll also put my coupon code there as well so you can give it a try and get some money saved. Save your coins using my code. Another thing that I want to incorporate in my natural hair routine is a protein treatment. And I'm not all that 100% with protein treatments. I've been using the one by Palmer's, which has like coconut oil and all of these other things in it. It's in a white packet. I've been using that one. I haven't used it lately, but I would like to do that maybe once a month. But if you have any protein treatment recommendations, please in the comment section just let me know what you've been doing so that I can maybe give it a try and see how I like it. I have in the past done protein treatments where I've made my own protein treatment, but I would prefer to purchase it from the store for time's sake, to save myself some time. So if you have any protein treatment recommendations, please put it in the comment section. Next, we're gonna move on to crafting. So a couple of weeks ago, I took another class. I took another crafting class. So at the beginning of the year, I told myself that I wanted to learn 2 new things. And thanks to Wild Hand in Mount Airy, Philadelphia, I was able to learn those 2 things really quickly, so I'm like already done. But anyway, the class that I took a couple of weeks ago was Macrame Wall Hanging. And I'll be sure to put up a picture of my beautiful wall hanging. I don't have it with me because I took it to work and I have it hanging on my cubicle wall to, you know, decorate my space and make it pretty. So basically, I plan on making macrame everything there is to ever make. I really want to make some macrame plant hangers, so that would be cute. I want to see if I could use what I already know to create something new, so that's something I'm going to be trying out. As a part of the class, once you're all done, you get a coupon for a percentage off of any product in the store. So I went ahead and I purchased PomPom Magazine Spring issue for 2020. Now, let me tell you, the reason why I purchased this was because of this sweater on the front, okay? And this one's by Joji Locatelli. I think I'm saying it right. But that was the reason why I picked this magazine. This is why I wanted it in the first place, because I saw these pictures, right? Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Oh, and the theme for this issue is air, so it's like mohair and then a lot of lace work in the sweater. But then when I opened it up, it's like a ton. Like, come on now, look at that. I want to make everything in the world. I don't have enough time, but I'm gonna make everything ever from this issue. The thing that I really like about PomPom Magazine is that not only do they have the patterns, but you get a little description of the pattern, and then there's articles inside that you can also read. So you don't just get patterns and that's it. It's a lot going on in here, and I still need to make some time to look through it a little more thoroughly. So here's another. It's a recipe in the back. I'm telling you, this magazine has it all. So the next pattern that I want to show you all is a pattern that I purchased for Reid. This one is called the Massallo Shawl. I believe that's how you say it. And this one is by Brooklyn Boy Knits. So when I saw this one, and it's in black and white because I always print my patterns out in black and white. But when I saw this one, I immediately thought of Reid, and I thought maybe he'd like this shawl in like some blues and maybe some rusty orange colors, because those are like his favorite colors. Okay, so let's move right along. I want to show you what I'm working on. So this is my Circle of Friends. So this is my Circle of Friends shawl, and it was designed by Joji Locatelli, and this is what I have so far. So I love bobbles, and this thing is full of bobbles. It's a really wide shawl, so this is where the ends are. This is where the ends are, but I'm like still in the middle here. So it's coming along nicely. I kind of put it down for a little while because I was working on something else. I picked up another pattern and got a little distracted. But this purple here, this is Cat Sandwich, and the colorway is Willie Nillie. Look at that. And then I have this second color. This one is Autumn Indigo, and this colorway is called Sweet Memory. So it's really pretty, and I like how it contrasts in this shawl. So I think right now I'm about halfway through, and I'm going to keep going. So that is my Circle of Friends, about 50%. And then this is the pattern, or rather this is the project that I put the Circle of Friends to the side for. So I started my Wave of Change jacket. This one is designed by Bayron Handmade. So this is my Wave of Change jacket. So this one is made with a bulky weight yarn, and I chose to make it with the Hook Nook Yummy yarn, and this color is Dusty Rose. So as you can see, I am just working on sleeves right now. So I'm on sleeve 1. Sleeve 2 will be done in a moment. And it was a top down, work flat. I think I described this in my last episode where I did just crafting. But it's top down, work flat, and then you pick up stitches for the button, and then you pick up stitches for the armholes for the sleeves. One thing that I did notice is that I modified it to add an extra section here. So this is an extra section. This is an extra section that I added. It's about 10 additional stitches. But when I went to make the button band, I didn't do any modifications there. So if you look at it, you can see it's kind of curling up a little bit up here. I didn't pick up enough stitches. So I modified it here to make the length longer, but then when I did the button band, somehow I didn't make the connection, and I didn't pick up additional stitches to account for the extra 10 section that I did. So that is a little snafu that I made, but hopefully if I can block just this section and maybe block that section harder than the rest of it, that it might make a difference. I don't know. But once it's all done, we'll see how it goes. Or maybe it won't really make that much of a difference, because once I put the snaps on here, because it's like there's no actual button holes, it's like little snaps. But once I put them on there, maybe it'll stretch out itself when I close the snaps. I don't know. We'll see when I get to that point. But this is almost done. So I would say this is about 80% done. But those are the 2 projects that I am currently working on. So that is all I have for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.